valiant soldier in the ranks. We've lost him to the female trickery of feminism, but it's okay. We're gonna keep on pushing.
What's up, Alpha? It's your boy Alpha. So I made looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. Putting it in your face.
Oh, that was crazy. That's not where I thought he was going.
Whoa. I ain't got no problem with dark-skinned girls. I bang them all the time. Wait, hold on.
How have you done it, Joe?
Oh, welcome everybody. Shiver me timbers. Swap the poop decks and get ready for a nice surfing adventure on the one piece or the half piece that we were delivered on Netflix. Hello, everybody. This is another episode of Make It Make Sense. Of course, I'm your host, the one and only Monray Hudson, ready to, lead you on this lovely review. And of course, speaking of lovely, we even have a lovely guest today. Hopefully she won't remain a guest. We'll see how much longer we can keep her. It is Miss Pirate Hunter Moonbeam herself.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for having me. I am Ebony Moonbeam. You already know you can follow me at Ebony_Moonbeam on all social media platforms. And I'm also a podcast host myself. I host a female-led podcast, Blurred Podcast, with two other beautiful ladies called Waifu View, so you can find us on Facebook there as well. So thanks for having me. I love watching this show with you guys, and I'm typically in the comments, but it's cool that I get to experience this in front of the camera with you guys. So thanks.
Yo, listen, Tora, put the misogyny away.
Bruh, that's what I said as soon as I got in here. I was like, yo, I might have to be a lot less misogynist, but I'm in a positive space as of right now, so we're good. It's a beautiful day.
You do not have to censor yourself. Like I said, I watch you guys' shows all the time.
So she's
I am
aware.
with the boys all the time on the round table and stuff, so I'm used to it. I'm good.
Now listen, Zell Park, the best in the world, is here.
She is not new. Of course, we are joined by the degenerate, the patron saint of them at least. He is the Afro Comedy 765. What it do?
You already know, your local neighborhood scumbag here to give the folks their daily dose of dirtbag, same gimmick, different day. You know the vibes.
And finally, we have the best in the world, Zell Punk, who just got fired.
No, that's Phil
You're
Brooks.
fired.
I'm the best in the world, Zell Punk, looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. You know how we hit two. Just say outrageous things to make Hollywood mad. We're gonna send them the clips, just so you know Luffy is not top 10 main character, as long as he knows.
Just cause you lie through your teeth. Like, it's fucking crazy.
Oh, the disrespect is starting already. I love it. And of course, make sure this is the Make It Make Sense the podcast. Make sure y'all go to that lovely channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to it. We will make sure to have the comment section have a nice link to it. Make sure you go click on there, hit that subscribe button, on all the pages, wherever you're watching them. Make sure to show that support and the love, the likes. We appreciate you so much. We are branching out, just like we are starting our own adventure. Netflix started their own adventure themselves with One Piece live action. But is it the GOAT or was it the goose that we watched this past Thursday? There are a bunch of different, and I do mean different opinions on it. Don't you just love this lovely image of One Piece and the crew? Don't you just love? Don't they just look adorable? Don't they just look wonderful? But yes, One Piece live action. It was a thing, and it was a thing. It was definitely a thing. We have a lot of different actors that decided to take on the reins of Luffy and the crew and many people, and I'll just say it was a mixed bag. It was a mixed bag. It was a mixed bag, including Renz. Shout out to Renz. Even said, why does it suck? I mean,
it didn't suck. It didn't remotely suck. What the fuck are we talking about?
I'm not gonna let that one go. It didn't suck. But
get to your intro so I can talk, dog. This is crazy. The blasphemy that's already going on. Fuck their opinion.
We're all friends here, including the comment section.
I don't know. Me in the comments might go at it before it's all said and done now.
Well, it might, you never know. But all I know, let's take it. So, of course, on this, we are civil. Ladies first. Miss Pirate Hunter Moonbeam. Let's just give your overall score from 1 to 10 of the anime and why you feel that way. Let's start off nice.
1 to 10. I'm gonna be honest. I give way too many 8s, and so I'm trying to work on that. So I'm not gonna give One Piece an 8. I would probably give it. I would still probably give it like a 7 because I feel like there's stuff that they can work on, and there are some things that I just didn't like that I felt like they omitted. But overall, when it comes to live actions, you got to think about other live actions and what we get, and this is definitely one of the better ones.
Got a nice number 7 starting out. Now, of course, we do have a representative of the One Piece community, aka official One Piece stan, purely dedicated to all that is One Piece for over the last 2 decades. The Afro-Kami 765. What is your score of the One Piece live action?
Now let's be honest here. I'm scoring this on the same scale that I would score any other live action anime adaptation. And I'm talking about all of them, from your Cowboy Bebop to your Rurouni Kenshin to your Bleach. This was better than all of them. 10 out of 10. I'd watch it again. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. When the subtle omissions that we had were kept with such true representations of the source material, I saw an actual complaint that there was too much of the source material in this.
That's IGN. They suck.
What are we talking about?
Who said that?
What are we talking about? But no, let's be honest. I'll give it a 9 so it doesn't look like, but I am a stan. It's a 10 in my heart, but a 9 on the show, so I don't look so biased.
Of course. I wouldn't expect nothing less from my
I'll take that.
I would expect nothing less from my residential One Piece stan. Zell Punk, since you are not a residential One Piece stan, and we already know that you do not like Luffy, what is your score of the One Piece live action adaptation?
Right now, I'm not finished, so I want to clarify. It can still be on the last end. But right now, I do agree with the score IGN gave it, just not the reason, which is a 6 out of 10. But it can easily move up if they fix certain things. At the end, like I got 3 more episodes, they can just fix it.
What are the things that can be fixed?
Listen. Some of the fighting looks so goofy on it that I was like, okay, bro, you could have actually did a little better on this. Come on now, we can work on this.
I like the fighting.
I would say I feel the complete opposite. I thought it was well done.
I thought it was well done. The fighting.
How was a nigga gonna pull off fighting with the sword in his teeth? You saw how it was sparing, but they made sure to focus on it when it happened, so it got the point across.
Listen, I love Mihawk. He was coolest in this whole show. I love Mihawk. I'm just gonna say Mihawk stole it. Mihawk stole the whole thing from me. I'm like, this dude right here can carry this show because he's always cool. He's talking the phone while cannons flying around, slicing shit from a distance. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I gotta give you that. Some of the other characters, Buggy was good. I like Buggy. Buggy was
spot on.
That's what I'm saying.
I was worried about Buggy from the trailer, but he ended up being spot on.
So the bad guys got me. Shanks was weird a little bit at times.
Okay, I'll give you that one. Weird. Shanks's casting was very awkward. I felt
Tom Sawyer. It was Tom Sawyer.
He's gonna have to put on a lot of muscle if this makes it to a time skip. He's gonna have to buff up.
Same thing with Zoro, because this K-pop star of a man, which don't get me wrong, I love K-pop, but that's not Zoro. He's not.
He gotta get on the juice.
He just acted like the whole show like he just was bored with his life.
Oh, here we go.
It's just weird. Like the vibe was off.
I did like the story, even though I did think they had some omissions and plot that I think needed for somebody who wasn't a One Piece stan. They would need to represent why this character is like this, because some stuff would be strange if you didn't know the story.
Okay, I want to say something. I was very perturbed at the amount of characters that were represented as black in this. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but Black Lucky Roo threw me off. I'm not gonna lie.
I love Black.
That one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it. And if
Black Roo, I said Black.
See.
Was one of my favorite characters. Like that was one that I felt like I really liked that they had switched him.
That caught me off guard. But Nojiko too. The Lucky Roo transitioning to being a black person, I get it. I can get past it. But Nojiko as a black woman, I just want to know, is every person that is like not the white shade going to be transitioned to a black person? Because that means, are we going to get a black Nico Robin in season 2?
I won't hate
No,
it.
because she's Russian though. I don't think
I
we're
know,
gonna get
I
that.
know, but it threw me off. Everyone did amazing in their roles. I'm
Yeah,
not saying anyone was bad acting.
I mean, Nojiko was fine, so I'm not gonna complain about her at all. She was fine.
No, her character, she played the character spot on.
And maybe the reason it's a 6 out of 10, I'm gonna go over why I said 6 out of 10. Shanks is one of my favorite characters, and he was weird, so it dropped it a lot for me. I like the story. Again, the fighting was weird to me, but I'm gonna agree with them. There's probably one or two best live action films I've seen. Well, anime might be number one, obviously.
I was about to say, bro, live action anime.
I don't think it's Sonic. I would think it's Sonic, but Sonic like a cartoon and wouldn't be considered in the game.
Yeah.
The only one I would brook a mild argument in being better was Rurouni Kenshin, and that's just because it's not super whimsical. It's a lot easier to stay true to form with something like that.
Very true.
I don't know. I actually really like the Tokyo Ghoul live action, but that's just. I thought everything crossed over well.
It's the vibe transitioned super well. Like it felt like Tokyo Ghoul. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing is up for debate, but it felt like
it's a
Tokyo
good thing
Ghoul
for me. But we're not. But this is about One Piece. We don't need to go down that. Don't go down that road.
I was about to say I can go down a Tokyo Ghoul road that is very.
Don't.
I'm just saying.
No.
I've had this quandary.
Right? Don't do that.
I'm still mad at anime missed.
I was about to say it's mostly the anime. I am a fan of the Tokyo Ghoul manga, but I feel like that's why I'm so against the anime, because what was
the anime skipped the church fight.
It skipped the whole arc.
Yeah.
It skipped the whole arc.
The best fight the manga literally came out the church.
And now my time has come.
Oh God.
Yes, it is here. Y'all knew this was coming. I don't even know y'all hate it. So if I gotta give an honest opinion of this, I will be generous and I will agree with Zell Punk as a 6 out of 10. Because it started off fine. Started off no problem. By the time they got to Sanji, that's where it went off course. Because I'm not gonna hold you. Sanji got hold. Sanji got hold in this live action. I mean by hold. But
look back to the Zeph arc. Look at the source material. How different was the story from the Baratier arc? It wasn't that different.
Bodied. The entire thing of Luffy fighting Krieg was gone. The whole scene where Zeph had a gun held to his head and Sanji's like, I'm not gonna do it instead of me. The whole Sanji's character development was completely hold in this live action.
But I understand why they had to show. Could you imagine? You got to think they literally got from Romance Dawn to the end of Arlong Park in 8 episodes.
I can't get past the Tyler Perry wig. I can't get past. If you can do all of what they did to make Arlong look like that, you can give this man a fucking curly eyebrow.
Don't mind me.
Hey, Arlong slapped, bro. They even gave him the Milli Vanilli outfit in the flashback, bro. Come on. Arlong slapped.
Like
niggas hated on the fishmen for no reason in this, bro.
They had like a whole club scene playing rap music. He's like,
bruh. It was Arlong was living his life fresh out of slavery, bro. He was just trying to make a move.
Like to me, Derby, honestly, it's not bad. It's just the further they went on, the more major story points that they had that they didn't have to, but they chose to change or took away. Whether it was Sanji getting hold out of character development, Nami's whole important scene of her stabbing her arm, all that shit at night. Luffy, I'm sorry, I didn't like the Luffy. Like it was some major parts, some major lines. It didn't hit well. Like when he was supposed to scream out after helping Nami and putting the hat on her head, that didn't hit. You know,
some stuff just doesn't translate though. You got to give me that.
That was
the guy out who was stopping the village from going in there originally. Matter of fact, the whole Arlong Park fight was like a good chunk of it was taken out. Luffy getting trapped underwater.
But you listen, the good thing is I was worried. Tell me you weren't expecting Arlong to take out his teeth like in the anime at some point. And thank God they avoided that. Because can you imagine how crazy it would have looked if he would have attacked?
I would
You
have
wanted
loved
him
that.
to. You wanted him to attack Luffy with with actual human-sized shark dentures.
Yes, that would have
This
been one of the
nigga.
easier things to do. Get you a couple pair of shark dentures and put that. That'd
I,
been
just
one of the
And
easiest
he
I
things.
think that would have. I don't think it would have translated. I was happy because I was so worried about that. I was like, "Oh God, the teeth scene is coming," and then they skipped it, and I was actually like, "Thank you so much."
So like that
for
scene
me,
was
it was
off.
the characters that couldn't embody
The whole
the
scene
the
of
characters
Nami's
fully.
room getting destroyed, all that didn't hit right. It wasn't even a room. It was the same big giant stone column living room area. And like I'm just like he like kick the desk out. Nami supposed to see that, have flashback, none of that. Like I'm just like it hurt me. Not even Shark Tooth drill to kick this man down through Arlong Park, which I was like, like they changed stuff, and the further along it went, the more the changes became obvious. Like,
But
cool.
they were
Kicking
understandable changes. I feel
through a
like.
window, okay, fine. Nobody really worried about kicking Kuma through a window rather than him fighting, on a cliff's edge on the beach. Okay, fine. We ain't gonna sweat you too much on that, but removing a good chunk of Arlong Park, removing Don Krieg, essentially important part. Like,
But they tried to
Putting
fix
Garp
it
at the
though.
beginning or at the
Well, okay.
execution,
No,
that was crazy.
No, what they did there, because what people forget is during the time when One Piece was running, the whole Garp and Kobe stuff did play out, but it was a cover story. So what they did was actually use the cover story in the actual story because we know the cover stories are canon. So I thought it was a smart time filler.
Okay.
It showed a lot of, because a lot of people forget about that. If it wasn't the Whole Cake Island or freaking now we're getting into a Wano cover story, I mean. But I like the use of the cover stories. But I definitely understand how, because a lot of people wouldn't have thought about that. I am a One Piece stan, so I immediately appreciated it.
It
The
translated.
fan service in this
Yeah,
that was done super tastefully. I feel like.
now, to Derpy, I know you say that it's a 6 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10. That's not harsh. That's okay, when it comes like most scores. Somewhere in the middle between 5 and 7, it normally is okay. And the One Piece One Piece live action adaptation, it is okay. It's good. I have no problem with recommending, like, hey, you're a fan of One Piece or anything in general, you can watch this and be relatively fine. Like, it's not horrible. They didn't do like massively horrible changes. Just the ones that changed became more noticeable. And then when you have to start looking at 8, 9, and 10, you have to start nitpicking. And when you start nitpicking, it's okay. Could Sanji and Luffy's actors have been better? Yeah, they could have been better. Like Luffy, just like I said, some of the lines didn't hit.
Luffy's actor grew on me.
Like, so
It
like
grew
once
on
you
me,
start having
but
to
there was
nitpick,
still
once you go
stuff.
into like 8, 9, and 10, it's like, okay, it's not hitting that high because you have to start nitpicking at some stuff, or like how people was criticizing how the Going Mary looked, or
Or that the Going Mary is a he
They
now
wanted the
instead of a
cartoon.
she. Like,
They
are we
wanted the
not going to talk about that? Like, why is the Going Mary a he? That bothers me.
Well, you gotta think because the actual gentleman Mary was a he. So I know in the manga they do all ships are she's. I do believe. I haven't seen a single
Yes.
person call a ship a he. But maybe I don't know. We know how important gender identity is in 2023. So listen, politics at play. I'm not a politician, so it's not my place to say.
I also didn't like the scene with the red hair pirates and Rue. Like when everybody remembers how iconic that was when he tells oh boy, like if you gonna point a gun, you better be prepared to kill somebody. Like you better be prepared to
First
use it.
confirmed kill
And
of
it's
One
like boom,
Piece.
like that was one of the things for me that really bothered me because when you watch the anime, because I don't read the manga, when you watch the anime, like that was that moment where you were like, oh, they really about that life. Like
He just snuffed
they're
this nigga
not
while eating
goofy or
chicken.
anything. Yeah, like so changing that, it just didn't hit as hard. So I didn't feel like Shanks came across as this slightly intimidated, like mysterious. He didn't come across as
He wasn't.
mysterious.
He was
He
like,
was-
hey, you like
But
Huckleberry
Shanks
Finn.
had the transition though, because we got to remember at Romance Dawn when he lost his arm, he was nowhere near Yonko Shanks yet. Like this wasn't the red hair that terrorized the New World once he got there. This was Shanks running around the East Blue. Well, very different climate than
True.
once you cross the Grand Line.
Hey, bro, think about the scene with Mihawk and Shanks when you were talking about Luffy. Look at your boy got here, your boy up here now as a parent. He celebrated. I like, this ain't Shanks, but that's Mihawk. And I like comparing the two of them, and then I'm upset because I'm like, this Mihawk is killing it, but this Shanks is not.
The Shanks was lacking.
Mihawk,
Yeah,
I felt
fine.
like looked the best, acted the best. Like I can't think of any other person that should have done that because he did that.
Spot on.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was great.
So when you
The
The
put
only
together the
problem I
scene,
had with
you can
Mihawk,
feel
I
it.
had one problem with Mihawk, and that was the way that Yoru looked. Like the sword just looked.
It looked
Like-
cheap.
Well, we'll think,
But that
because
is
you can't make a sword that big and then expect the guy to actually wield it
Yeah,
in
that's-
Have
real
you
life.
met some of these cosplayers out there?
Yeah,
You
yeah, but they're
absolutely
not-
can. You
I-
absolutely can. I met one at DreamCon. You absolutely can.
But it's got to be thin then, and that's not going to look good on camera. It's not going to have the same depth of motion or the weight that's behind
Edit that mug, man. We got editing today. I mean, if they can edit this wonderful looking snail, they can edit the heck out of Mihawk's sword, man.
Exactly.
They did. I believe they did, but that's why it looked like that, though.
You know, who that mug was like
Mm.
American Horror
Acting
Story.
wise, who I was really impressed with was Usopp's actor.
He did really good.
Acting wise, he did very well.
Now, that's the thing. Usopp's actor was good. It's just he
Mhm.
didn't look the part, mainly because of the nose. Like
But
they
what
even
were
tried
they-
to put emphasis on the lips. So I'm not even mad at that. It's just the nose was the main thing. He acted his part fine. Even Sir Village,
Mhm.
they had no problems with his part, other than they threw and lumped in Zoro's backstory in Sir Village too. So it's like sort of jumping
Yeah.
all that together. I was like, okay, it's cool. That's why I said like it's the more it went on, it's like, okay, I'm starting to see these cracks as we go. Like it's solid, but I'm starting to see
It's a lot to put in 8 episodes, even at an hour apiece.
Yeah,
Now-
you gotta condense it.
But you got to think they fit over 100 episodes in 8 episodes. If we went from Romance Dawn to the end of Arlong Park, I think Arlong Park ends somewhere in the early hundreds.
Was it?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. But see, now, to be fair,
Shout out to
I'm gonna-
Netflix. I want a Dragon Ball Z Frieza saga, and I want to see
No.
Goku scream for a whole episode
No.
of
You
him
are
moaning.
not-
A whole 59-minute episode. I'm here for it if they do that.
I'm here for it too.
If we
So-
get
That one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it. And if
I need the whole chest.
We're not here for that. But no, you will not touch Dragon Ball again. Now, to a nice follow-up question, shout out to Afro Comment. He did say he feels though this is the best live action adaptation, other than maybe Rurouni Kenshin.
maybe Rurouni Kenshin.
I would also feel like this is pretty much like they put the money into this. I'd also share that sentiment. It's probably the best one they've done just overall.
Well, you got to think Oda went down for a whole month while they were filming and oversaw this. That was when One Piece went on break in the manga for that month, and everyone freaked out. But he went down there because he was like, "Yo, I've seen how bad these adaptations turn out. How is it going to turn out bad if Oda was literally down there himself making sure
Yeah.
shit was done right?"
It could have been bad, but by graciously it was okay. So now I've shared this, on Power Hunter.
Frieza
Movie
calling
podcast
somebody a
yesterday.
black character a monkey would go crazy on Netflix.
And
It
I
would
was
slap.
saying, I don't want them to do a season 2.
Oh, come
I said that
on.
yesterday.
I
Smoker.
need to stop this where this is, because if they keep going with this, it's going to end up horrible.
You don't want to see who they get to play Dragon?
They're
You don't
gonna
want to see
continue
who's
to
Dragon
change
at Rogue Town.
They're going to continue to
Oh,
change.
I
stuff.
already know who he is.
No. They need to stop this. We already got
I
conspiracy
mean, who
theories.
plays him?
We already got
Yeah,
conspiracy
they show
theories of
Oh, did they?
Crocodile being.
Well, let's go.
We don't need no more stuff like that. They got conspiracy theories of Crocodile being a woman already. We don't
But
need
it-
no more stuff.
You got to think. That's been there forever. That's been there all the way since we got to Impel Down and we found out that Crocodile owed Eva a favor.
They
We were like,
blaming
oh.
this scene at the bottom why they want to put them theories in for this one. They
I
blame.
mean, go look at the manga and look at the seraphim that's made after Crocodile. It does sort of look like a little girl.
But we know Crocodile's the one. But
We don't know that. We don't know what else could he owe Ivankov, the man who has the hormone fruit, who specializes in changing people's genders.
is
What-
Crocodile a woman currently?
He's probably a man now if he owes
Has he
Eva a
always been
favor.
a dude as far as we've understood him?
I don't know.
Stop
Owing
this.
Eva a
Stop this
favor
now.
is.
We have always known Crocodile to be a man. Stop
I'm
this.
just saying. We don't know.
Stop this.
Crocodile
Crocodile
never
may have
said.
transitioned and we didn't know.
Stop
Well,
this.
look at how
Crocodile
easy the
has always
transition
been a
is.
man.
We see Keizuna, the scissor dude / chick. He changes like his gender back and forth like fucking 3 times in an episode.
That was him. Crocodile, as far as we've seen him, has
Monte,
always been a dude.
I'm just saying.
Monte, fresh and fit. Monte, we gotta take over for him now.
Ignore Zell Punk over there. Don't worry about it. But that's my sentiment to not have a
He's a
season
young
2. I
man,
feel like they're
Monte.
going to destroy it. They're going to ruin
It's
it.
a rule.
We don't, all of Alabasta in over 2 episodes
losing the
and end up
recipe.
horrible. All of Alabasta in 2 episodes would be horrible. Seeing Laboon, the freaking whale, in 1 episode, I ain't trying to see them talk to a giant whale in CGI. Like, I'm not trying to go to Scapia CGI. Like, no, stop now. I do not want y'all to get to
No, bro, we got to get to Thriller Bark at least.
No, Thriller Park.
We gotta get. I want a CGI skeleton. I want Brooke. I want Brooke. I want my CGI Afro-clad skeleton walking across the goddamn.
You want to see Gear 2 and 3 Luffy in live action?
I don't. Okay, I take it back. Damn
you
it.
Want to see that?
I don't.
Want to see Nightmare Luffy in particular.
Oh no.
Or I just thought about oars. Live action oars could slap though. Think back to like the old school Godzilla movies. They just have an action figure and they're zoomed out extra hard.
What's that? Super Mike. What's good?
No.
What's up, Diggs?
No. Let it die. Let it die, Diggs.
I don't know. It depends on how how Netflix works. If it pops a number and it gets a lot of likes, they're gonna run it until people dislike it or stop watching it. They're gonna keep on, and they got a hell of a lot of source material to pull from. Listen, I am a real stan, so I'm all for Oda raking in the cash however he can.
Of course you are.
Listen, the man's in this business to make money. He just happened to give us the greatest goddamn fictional world ever in the process.
Debatable.
Hardly debatable.
Debatable.
What? Okay. I'll take that challenge. What has better world building than One Piece?
Oh, okay. Keyword world building.
What has better? I just said he built one of the best fictional world ever. Excuse me.
I'm thinking you're talking about the entirety of this.
No, I'm talking about and you got to think. This isn't even a land. This shit's mostly water, and it's still got depths. We've been waiting to go to Elbaf. I've been waiting for Elbaf for 10 years, and we're finally going to go after this next 2-week break. You know what I mean? It's an
probably be longer than 2 weeks.
No, because it's a shonen.
Keep the spoilers away.
But no, I'm saying it's a shonen break, not an Oda break. So it's like it's a shonen break. So
Zell Pump, do you think they should have a season 2 while I'm arguing with Stan?
We need to have Bleach. I need to hear the soundtrack of Bleach in live action.
They already tried.
There is a live action Bleach. What are you talking about?
Do it again,
they already did it. Go back and watch it. It isn't horrible. It's not
bad. It's actually not bad.
I need to hear Bunkai and see it in real action. Let's do it. It probably actually be easier than most.
You should go to Netflix. You should go to Netflix and type in Bleach live action and watch it. It's actually, like I said, it's really not bad. It's not bad. They did a really good job with it.
I just need the full bringers. I need all that.
Why do you need full bringers?
Like,
full bringers weren't even a thing.
I don't know if you need.
You gotta think they weren't even a thing in the manga. The Fullbringer arc is nothing like what they showed in the anime.
I want the Zanpakuto Rebellion arc.
That's not canon either. That wasn't in the manga either.
Because that says so much. It's so telling to figuring out.
It really is just
all the stuff with Renji and his Bankai. I think it's so good.
But you got to think though.
That's the greatest filler of all time.
But it messes up long term because you got to think it showed us all that character development only to find out that after that whole arc of him getting to know his Zanpakuto, they still didn't trust him enough to tell him his real name, let him get bodied, and then have to go up to goddamn the Soul King's palace to finally figure it out.
Yeah, they
Oh, I know.
after we did all,
They were
after
so
you got so
disrespectful.
close during that Zanpakuto rebellion arc, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you're right.
I need real life Pokemon. Monte put the question up there. I need them.
We
I
got
need the
those
Pokemon.
movies already.
Detective
No. I want the Pokemon to look like they would look in real. I need like weird lizard skin. I need to scare kids, so my nephew would never want to watch Pokemon.
It's called Detective
Why
Pikachu.
do you never want your nephew to watch Pokemon though?
No, that's
You know-
3D. That's 3D. No, I want the real skin, like
You want him to believe that there is a anatomically correct mudkip swimming around somewhere.
Yeah, I
just
want a
in
bee
your
drill
local
that look like a
pond.
little bee with like little eyes that look funny. And
No,
like
there's some Pokemon that just aren't meant to be.
No,
Very
some of
true.
those things are going to be
Like think
nightmare
about
fuel.
you want to see a lot. What you do, you walk down the road and there's an actual Snorlax in the road you can't get through. What are you gonna do?
Build the road to go around.
It could shoot a hyper beam out of its eyes at any point in
build
time.
a new road.
Exactly. Or you go get a Poke Flute. But that's beside the point.
just imagine a Venusaur with like wrinkly skin that ain't quite dried up. In the
Go listen, download one of those AI art generators and you
I'm
can get
telling
all the
you,
real life
some of that's
looking
nightmare
Pokemon you
fuel.
want.
Some of them
It's
Pokemon
gonna be some
are
nightmare fuel. All right. Also, shout out to everybody
nightmare
watching.
fuel. It's
Make
gonna be
sure
a
y'all go ahead,
problem.
hit the like, subscribe, everything, all that.
Oh, Super Mike question is he talking about Ahsoka? I got to the first 2 episodes. I'm gonna finish. I think I'm on the second episode. It was okay. I gotta go see it. I didn't really like watch it. I didn't really get to watch it.
I haven't watched it, so
I haven't watched it yet either.
I'm legitimately
It's on the
asking,
list.
is it? Because I know we talked about watching it, but I never did.
I haven't gotten to it yet. I'm
Since
behind.
we are a
on
night
couple of
show
things.
and we're talking about live action adaptation, I'm gonna run off some names of some live action adaptations that are actually in the works that are preparing to come out, and y'all can just give me your thoughts of them as we go through them. So as far as I'm aware, the next one that will come out on Netflix is actually Yu Yu Hakusho, and it's supposed to come out in December. I personally I'm basically Tori. I'm sorry. I'm basically the Afro comedy when it comes to Yu Yu Hakusho. I will not have any slander about Yusuke or especially Hiei the Goat.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I think it can be done. I think Yu Yu Hakusho is attainable.
Done well at that.
I was gonna say I think it can be done super well.
Until you get to the tournament,
they don't need to go that far. They do not need to.
No, and bro, the way prosthetics are with cosplays and shit nowadays, bro, if they can pull off the Fishman, they can pull off Tagoro. They can pull off freaking. We saw with Luffy, they can pull off younger Tagoro too.
They should.
older Tagoro.
Why shouldn't?
They should not. They should not.
Why?
In my mindset, the further you go for live action adaptations, the more things you have to leave out.
But why do you just want these single seasons? Why do you just want these tastes?
A single season. Like you have to leave out normally a lot of things the more you make because it takes so much more to make a live action version of an anime. So if you're gonna do it, do anime that are not as fictional, I guess. They have a lot of real world elements because it's easier to replicate. Like Yu Yu Hakusho, all respect, that is a good one to do, and I'm not mad at the idea. I just don't want them to ruin it. That's one. And then two, the further you go in Yu Yu Hakusho, the more fictional they get. The Dark Tournament. As much crap happens in the Dark Tournament, I know they're gonna cut some stuff out, and I'm gonna be pissed. So I don't want them to do that.
I don't know though, because you gotta think, it's a lot shorter. Yu Yu Hakusho is a lot shorter runtime than freaking One Piece, so you would be able to get more into it. I feel like because like I said, if they can cover Romance Dawn to Arlong Park in 8 episodes, bruh, they could probably do a lot with Yu Yu Hakusho.
But no, I personally believe I don't want them to go too far. To me, if they're gonna do it, and they are gonna do it, I don't want them to go no further than the 4 Saint Beasts. Stop there. If you do the 4 Saint Beasts and let that be max, I think you'll be fine. Because you can get through the first part, you can get through Yusuke dying and coming back. That's simple. You can get through Genkai, Hiei and Kurama and Genki's rebellion. You can get through that. That's fine. Make a little bit of stuff with Genki. Put Hiei in some green, body paint. Put some eyes on. You can make that work. That's fine. Then you can get to Genkai. Genkai is relatively tame. You can get through Genkai's tournament, and you can cut even a few of the fights out. Nobody will really care about that. Not gonna hype you on that. You can go to the 4 Saint Beasts. That's where you stop. That's where you stop because that gets fictional. Anybody finna sit here and try to replicate Kuwabara fighting freaking Byakuya.
I was just thinking that was the one fight I was thinking about that would be crazy for them to do.
But they're gonna have them fighting in a cave somewhere. They're not gonna replicate them standing over some doggone lava pit. They're not going to do that. I know they're not going to do this. So I don't want stop at the Four Saint Beast, or you can even stop at Genkai, and I won't even be mad. You can stop either one. That's one, but that's just
Vinland
one.
Saga need to be done. I think Vinland Saga could be done.
Vinland Saga would be excellent.
I feel like that's super easy, super attainable,
Super
and
easy.
it would probably kill.
What I'm saying, Vinland Saga.
It would turn into a whole thing. So many people would be hooked on Vinland Saga, and I don't know what it is, but there's like an intense amount of fascination with Vikings in media
That show
these
did well.
days.
That show
It did
well.
great. It did
The Viking
really
show?
well.
Every Viking show does well.
Does
right?
well.
It's like
They
a
love
cheat
it.
code, bro.
Mhm.
So that's one.
What?
Another interesting one that I have found, that they are doing a live action film adaptation of My Hero Academia. This is confirmed. I'm telling you, this is all confirmed that they are in.
I don't
You
know
can only
if I
go to
like that.
Nomu. You only can go to the Nomu at the beginning, and then that's it. You can't go past.
It's a live action film adaptation. There's not really much information about it, but it's confirmed that that's in the Hollywood.
How are they gonna do the Invisible Girl?
I mean,
It's gonna get beat up by
Rolling
John Cena and LA.
Holding hands and feet.
Jennifer Aniston did that. Sue Storm that time. It was good.
No, that wasn't Jennifer Aniston.
Not Jennifer Aniston. What's her name?
Jessica Alba, nigga.
Jessica Alba. Listen, my 90 childhood, they all the days
Listen,
got mixed together.
Listen.
It's because they
That's
whitewashed her.
crazy.
Yeah,
Jessica
That's the
Alba
only-
and Jennifer
Just take her as
Aniston is
Jennifer
crazy.
Aniston.
Hey,
I'm not
listen,
really worried about.
that's my childhood. It matter.
The Saint Seiya franchise.
One of
I'm not
them
worried
was
about them,
Big
even though
Well,
they
and the
are
only part I
having
cared about that.
They're
movie.
gonna do a live action Saint Seiya.
the Knights of the Zodiac. Yes,
That is horrible.
yes, they are.
That armor's finna look crazy.
That is also one in the works.
Mm.
And then
How have we not got a live action Sailor Moon yet? How do you not key in on like one of the biggest anime franchises that would be one of the simplest to do live action?
because the light show that would be involved in the transformations would blind half of the audience.
They'd be
There
okay.
would definitely
bruh.
be an epilepsy warning.
The light show they would
Listen,
put in.
if it's not the goddamn Porygon in Wonderland episode of Pokemon, they'll be okay.
Then we got Steins Gate. Apparently that one's still in.
That's
That was
that's
gonna be
unexpected.
great. I want to see that.
That's also in the workings. Then they will have a live action film. These are not in order. These are just ones that are confirmed. A live action film adaptation of One Punch Man.
That's the way to go with One Punch
I was
Man,
about
though.
to say,
It's
I
a
could see that.
movie, not episodic. Give us 2 hours. You can give us up to Garo in 2 hours, and it'll be okay. Everyone might dig it.
I agree.
And then I will end it off. There are other ones. People are welcome to go look them up themselves. But the other one that I have found that supposedly is in the workings is Naruto. Along with Kishimoto himself being involved in it as well.
Listen, okay, I'll say this. When Kishimoto gets involved with things, they get better. Case in point, Boruto. He was like, you guys can go off, do Boruto. He saw those first 30, 40 chapters. He was like, this is crazy. I'm coming back. And it got better. So maybe, but I think Naruto is doing way too much.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Depending on how far they would go, like I feel as though if you want to do Naruto, you don't need to go past.
Think about all the
I
green
really don't even think
screen.
You need to go past the forest of death. Don't do the Chunin exams.
No, see, then people aren't gonna care.
No,
Cause,
but
like,
you got to
I'm
do the
sorry.
tuning exams.
You have to find an actor willing to suck on a little boy's neck and transmit the curse mark.
They're gonna cut that out, and you know it. They're gonna cut out the part, you know it. You know they are.
Ooh.
They're gonna be like, oh, snake bite. Got him.
Yeah. It won't be his actual head coming
it'll be snake
out.
bite.
All they gotta do is the new king of England, and he'll do it. He don't mind.
Oh no.
Yo, we're now banned on the BBC, folks. We talking bad about royalty, but
Yo, that one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it. And if
They know.
We'll make it make
hold
sense.
on, wait. We got Rip Bozo. There we go.
We and make it make sense. And Glory Cartel, the overall 99 Media, do not advocate or stand behind the actions and speakings of Giselle Punk when it comes to other countries.
He's trying to get fired, bro.
We do not stand with him in those. We do not. But so these adaptations, I mean, if they are at least on the standard of the One Piece one or better, fine.
That's gonna be hard to do.
They need to stop it. I don't want to see a giant CGI frog fighting a
You don't
giant
want the
CGI
sound. You don't want the Sound
Until-
Ninja 6 in CGI
No,
going
stop.
into crazy curse mark. Kitamaru starts spitting out crossbows and shit made out of CGI
I just
webs.
don't know if any other live action can gain the type of budget that One Piece was able to utilize.
Sailor Moon could, goddamn it.
Sailor Moon, maybe, but like
Vinland
some of
Saga
these
could
other
just because
friends-
everybody
No,
knows.
not. Listen, I love Vinland Saga, but it's not going to demand the same amount
It's
of money that
automatic. I
that a
go tell a
One
rich
Piece.
person's Viking movie, and they go.
No,
crazy.
listen,
it's
a
done.
One Piece adaptation got you're crazy.
You get
I'll be real.
American
That
old
was a
rich
big
person.
budget. The only
the
one
budget
out
was
of
more
everything I
than Game of
named.
Thrones. It was like 17 point something million dollars per episode.
Yeah, the only thing I
Vinland
can
Saga
think of
wouldn't
that
even
could be
need that
close
much
to
of
that
this.
would be Naruto, because I think that's the only other anime big enough that you might get
Be able
some
to
kind
get
of
that,
budget
yeah.
close to that. That's the only one. Because if it's not like a big 3 thing or Dragon Ball Z or something like that, I'm not seeing them put that kind of budget behind it.
Come
That's
on, bring back
true.
DBZ. Come on,
I mean, even the Bleach
That's
movie didn't get
crazy
that kind of budget.
though.
bring
The
it
Bleach
back.
movie from 2018. The Bleach
45-minute
movie from
episode of
2018
Moaning. That's we go in the mountain.
No, we're not. We leave
I'm
Dragon Ball.
ready. I'm ready
Leave
for it.
Dragon
Let's
Ball.
do it. I'm gonna start a petition. You with me,
Oh,
Zell?
no.
Let's
Hey,
do
by
it.
the way, a fan made they made a fan movie of Dragon Ball Z, and I'm like, why is this better than the film with no budget? I forgot what the YouTube channel was called. They made
I mean,
like
the
a
director
live.
apologized, bro. Let him make it. The director did apologize.
That's how you know a movie bad. The director apologized. Like, I put out some, my bad, y'all. My bad.
I messed
Quit
up.
threatening me. quit threatening me and my family. It's good.
But
Oh.
you know, we do have another topic to go ahead and get through right quick. You know, since this is the only show that had some news. Although these is more unfortunate, you know, since Marvel apparently decided, you know, screw us. We're not getting no more shows.
Hey, maybe they need to take a break though. As they saw the
We're not
ratings
getting-
on Secret Invasion.
As a result
Yeah.
of the different standings of the actors and the strikes, several Marvel Studio projects have been delayed. We've already seen some delays when it came to the movies, but now it seems the shows have unfortunately followed suit. So, you know, we have different ones like
Pam.
Agatha Harkness, the Daredevil series just indefinitely delayed. We're not even getting a date on that as of
They
current
better
standing.
do Born Center right. You don't do Born Center and don't do Born Center right.
So it's just it's
I'm a
unfortunate.
little bummed about that.
But
Well, but at the same time, they gotta pay you gotta pay the writers, yo, at the end of the
Oh,
day.
you got to.
But let's see. We have Echo, which is supposed to come out at the end of this year. That's
Already
been delayed
done.
to next year. Agatha has been delayed, which is supposed to be the spinoff to WandaVision. That got delayed. to
Name
next year.
change too. They
Which
had a
I
name
wanted
change.
to see, honestly.
So that unfortunately got delayed to next year as well, which is a bit sad for that. X-Men 97 also
That's the one that hurts me a little bit.
that
I'm
also
sad
has
about
been
that.
debuting in early 2024. Daredevil, as we've shown, but not only that, Daredevil, Ironheart, and Wonder Man have all been delayed indefinitely.
Were you checking for Ironheart or Wonder Man?
I mean, Ironheart, I would have wanted to see though.
Would
the
you?
actor was a bit of a struggle.
No, not me.
So that one, and then the
Joe
new
was
What
looking
If
forward to
series,
Ironheart because you know why.
and then of course the new What If series that will still supposedly come out in December of this year, but
Which one?
the second season of What If, you know, supposedly that'll still come out in
What
December.
Ifs was good though.
Yeah,
It was a good like. What do you want to call it? I don't know. Because like every episode was a different story,
Mm-hmm.
so it was good. I liked it.
So, an anthology.
Yep, that's the word I was looking for.
I got
And then
you.
luckily we'll still get Loki season 2 that supposedly hasn't changed. It'll still come out in October, and then follow that up with The Marvels will be out in November, and then we'll still get supposedly a What If season 2 come out in December. So there still will be stuff, but there's a lot of delays.
Echo be in January. Echo be in January.
You know, they say that the studios are saying they're just going to wait out the writers till they start losing their houses and mortgages and shit and have to
And
come
that
back
could
to work.
get ugly. 'cause
Which
a
is
lot-
evil. It is evil if that is
Yeah,
your
it's evil,
thought.
but it's
Your
also
thought is
like-
we're gonna
Socialist
wait.
communism.
We're gonna wait them
Socialist
out until they start to lose their houses and they have to come back.
But
This
that's
is
what
re-
happens.
this
I mean,
is
if
real
writers find
villainy
some other way
going
to
on,
sustain
folks.
themselves.
I'm about to a picket fence to like
You-
ban all billionaire
I was gonna say, my socialist arc's been slapping hard, bro. All that time on X.
But I mean, the Agatha, which is now Agatha Darkhold Diaries. I just wanted to know what that show was gonna be about. I wanted to know the purpose of it. I don't even know what the purpose of that show is.
I think it was supposed to be she was supposed to help raise like one of the kids. But I think they changed it. They're gonna change it to a prequel on how she got it.
I'm just curious. I ain't gonna hold you.
Prequels are tricky sometimes.
I wanted to see it. It looked interesting. I liked Agatha. I like Agatha's character, so
she got done.
I wanted to see that, and I wanted to see X-Men because, god damn it, I just want a really good.
Wasn't Hugh Jackman coming back?
Well, you'll still see him.
Deadpool.
Deadpool pulling out everybody.
Okay, is he just? I was gonna say, but Deadpool's still technically owned by Fox, isn't it?
No, Marvel owns all of them now.
Did they buy all?
But
Disney owns Fox, Tori.
The mouse don't. Okay, I did. Yeah, the mouse don't play.
Not yet.
Shout out to that man in the water down there just trying to stay.
Listen, as soon as Disney wants to pick us up, yo, we're gonna sign on the dotted line.
I have no problem wearing a House of Mouse do-rag.
There we go.
No problem with that.
I ain't gonna lie. If I get like one of these big corporate jobs and you see me delete like certain things I say, just know I didn't say it.
Why does John Cena slap as a referee?
Oh God! And you're going off the wrestling, so you like it's about that time. Like I said, we appreciate y'all joining for another episode of Make It Make Sense. Please make sure to subscribe to the Make It Make Sense podcast YouTube channel, as well as every other channel, every other thing you see us on, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, even TikTok. No matter where we are, make sure y'all come peep us out. And of course, we do have some other wonderful friends with their own other personal channels. Now make sure to check the comments for their specific brands, specific spots, as well as the song. But first and foremost, we'll have them sign off. Zell Punk, best in the world. Where can they find you at?
Best in the world. Don't get fired on my day off. Look at you looking clean, looking sexy. You can find me at I'll Be That News, where I cover the strangest stories. Of course, Monday, a state-to-state butt sniffer is finally in jail. I cover that on Monday, as well as Sunday. Yes, he's been going state to state sniffing people in the library. So he's finally in jail, not in California, but in Arizona. I will cover that as well as some other news from Mississippi and a 14-year-old genius. Oh, a 16-year-old now, and she's getting her master's now. She's on her way. She's in medical school. So shout out to that. And then also on tomorrow or Monday morning, I have the Power review. Who is the new main character of Power on Overall 99 Media Channel, as well as the Marvel Fix, where I talk about what Monte is talking about, except for what is Marvel doing to fix the problem that the crowd and the audience has been complaining about. So I'm gonna go over that on Monday as well. So I look forward to all that stuff.
Oh, and then of course we have to go to the opposite end of Overall 99 Media. We do have the degenerate side. Patron saying degenerates, where can they find you at?
You already know, at Afro Comedy 765 on all platforms. Of course, on Overall 99 Media. Being an Overall 99 scumbag, you know the vibe. Something flagrant, something inflammatory.
Of course. And then finally, we do have the lovely Pirate Hunter Moonbeam, Miss Ebony Moonbeam. Come with us and let us know what is the wisdom for today as we sign out. Give us the wisdom.
Give you the wisdom.
What's the wisdom?
Well, follow me at Ebony_Moonbeam on TikTok and Ebony_Moonbeam cosplay on literally everything else. You can also find me at the Round Table on Wednesdays through Blurred Cartel. And tomorrow we have a Wife Reviews episode. Already told you guys, it's a female-led Blurred podcast with two other beautiful ladies. And we now have a Facebook page, so you can also find us on Facebook, and our YouTube page will be up soon. So be on the lookout for all of that. I also just recently did a very, very long 4.5 hour thing covering One Piece and a bunch of other nerd stuff with the very own Monterey. So be sure to check that out on my page under Wife Reviews or Ashley Hughes, which is my actual name. And I'm so glad to be here. Thank you for having me. I hope that I get to come and join you guys soon, and stay crazy, y'all.
Oh,
and to BMT people, BMT was there too. So
yes, I know
he's always we on his YouTube right now, so he was there too.
Yes, BMT was there. I brought all my friends. I got to bring some more next time.
It was wild. And of course, I'm your host, Monray Hudson. Everywhere it says Monray Hudson, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Threads, even though it's pretty much dead. You know, everywhere you see my pretty name and my lovely face, make sure y'all hit the like, subscribe, and the follow. You heard the wisdom. Make sure you go support the Pirate Hunter Moonbeam. And of course, that's all we got for you. We out. We appreciate you joining.
Peace.
Peace.
Good show. Good show.
Another one in the books.
You know, we still live, I think. So shout out to y'all. Good show. I love y'all like and subscribe and all that stuff.